Hey guys, it's time for another game featuring AI characters! I know, right? It's like I have a problem or something. So, The Uncertain, Episode 1, The Last Quiet Day. I think it's an adventure puzzle game? I'm honestly just happy to find out as we go along. Let's get in there. In the middle of the 22nd century, humanity became extinct as a result of deadly wars. However, the robots created by humans turned out to be very self-sufficient on their own. Artificial intelligence continued to evolve, which allowed robots to build their own society from the ruins of the past civilization. Each robot found a field of work that best suited their abilities. Slowly but steadily, they created a new civilization on Earth. They rightfully avoided the past human mistakes, but there was one problem. The more progress they made, the more they looked and acted like humans.
Model RT-217NP. Primary mission unknown. I am not designed for physical exercise. I am certainly not capable of construction activity, but I am very skillful with electronics. I have set myself a task. I search the remains for electronic devices and make use of them to design different mechanisms that are useful and efficient. Humans. We replaced them. It took them ages to achieve what we have done in just a few years. We have formed a perfect society. Robots will not repeat the destructive human mistakes of the past. We are rational and logical. We do not fight in wars, and we cannot get ill. By replacing humans, we interrupted the self-destructive cycle of these intelligent but highly aggressive former inhabitants of the Earth. But it is going to take decades to reconstruct the world that they destroyed. Then, our robot race will flourish under the guidance of our creator, the USS Corporation. Our world is not perfect yet. We are short on many resources, and we can count only on ourselves, but this is temporary. Most robots need to be repaired very often, but not me. I am very efficient at taking care of myself. I only brought one battery this time, though it might be compatible with the radio. I need to find a second battery. It was with my tools.
Alright, let's learn how the controls work. So we're zooming way out. Oh yeah, I think we're looking at point and click. Oh wait, do I move normally? Oh, I can move. But do I also point and click? Whoa, that is like the Telltale Games radio menu thing. Let's look, is that the eyeball for looking?
A damaged data disk that I found yesterday morning. Perhaps I can restore some information from it.
Oh yeah, let's get our adventure game on then. Well, this is something that feels a little fresh. It's not completely new or anything, but like this is not something I've done recently.
This module contains spare parts and items I might use.
Gotta say, there's a little bit of an ego there when you're talking about, like, look at how much better than we are than the humans, the silly humans who are gone now, and we're bad and we are good. Like,
I connected the power line directly to the house, but it is not sufficient to provide energy to all of my equipment. I use an electric switchboard to distribute energy to the necessary systems.
I find it amusing that seemingly emotionless and seemingly efficient and self-sufficient creatures are still going, but we're so much better than humans.
I do not need it now.
And I'm just checking around, buddy. I can even look at that window.
The rain will not stop. It is fortunate my body is waterproof.
This game looks alright. It's got a little bit of that low poly feel to an extent. But
humans used it to save their precious resources. We have a lot in common.
I'm definitely continually surprised by what kind of games actually can run on Unity.
Inscribed paper is an old form of physical information collection and distribution. This storage technology is utterly obsolete. Sometimes I find documents with this type of information, which allows me to learn more about humans.
Obsolete, but not irrelevant, because they have no reason to use it in the current society, but it's still useful for whatever is currently stored on it. Margaret, we're waiting for you downstairs. Margaret! An elderly woman left the table and is headed for the stairs slowly, calling for her niece. She finally reached the girl's door and knocked. No one answered. Aunt Becca opened the door and saw the girl was gone. The old woman just flung her hands and said quietly, "What a girl! She turned 20 but hasn't changed a bit." "I'm over here, Aunt Becca," she heard a voice from downstairs. "Where have you been, sweetheart? The lunch is getting cold," replied the aunt, hastily going down. "I just wanted to see the garden for one last time. I'm flying away today, you know." As they went into the kitchen together, the old woman slightly hugged the girl and looked reproachfully at old Sam, who had been sitting all alone at the table. He was peacefully eating his soup, which was still hot. "See, the old man just couldn't wait, and started without us," murmured she. "Hey, I've only tasted one spoon." Uncle Sam got confused, of course. One spoon. Half the plate is empty. "Today is maybe the last day when we share a table with our girl. Don't pick on him, Auntie Becca." Margaret stood up. It was my fault that I ran away. Huh. Sounds like somebody was working on either a book or a play or something, like they were in the process when everything went down, perhaps.
The quality of this image is very low.
Oh, Robo-Man don't understand art. That's unfortunate. You gotta wonder what wiped out humanity if this house is standing. Like, what would thoroughly wipe out all of them? They'd have to be plague-based, right? Like Talos Principle?
This analog device allows you to extract sound from the installed audio data carrier. Why did humans use such an inconvenient device when one can just do this?
You have a music center? Okay, he stopped. I'm like, you're not gonna keep playing that over the other song, right? Because there's already music. Oh, poor guy. He does not understand any of the things that humans did. Maybe we'll try to teach him that.
This compartment contains textiles. Humans covered their bodies with it. The purpose of this is unknown to me.
Oh. Well, you're not very smart then, huh? Because it's not just about, 35mm, that's a game. I've seen that game before. That's an Easter egg right there. That's a video game on Steam. I actually have a code for it. I never got around to it, unfortunately, and I'm really frustrated that happened. It's hard to keep up with all the games, damn it. It's hard to keep up with all the games. But yeah, like, he may not understand human shame or humility or whatever you want to call everything involving clothes, but it's obviously useful for not being, like, having temperature problems. They must understand that organic life has to survive, and that is one of the things that helps. Weird. You can look at the photo, but the interface circle never goes away.
I found this radio receiver a few days ago, but there were no batteries. I have no use for it. I wonder if there are any radios left broadcasting in the world. I need to find a second battery. I have only one battery. I need to find the second one. It has to be located in the building.
Alright, so that's the object I'm going to go ahead and try to avoid from now on as we look around the area. See, can I walk away? I was trying to figure out how to click away, but I'm like, oh yeah, WASD still works in this game. I kind of forgot you can walk manually because I've been clicking everywhere. Now that's got to be a reference to something. Maybe it's a model of something in the game itself, but it almost looks like a model of something else. Like, First thing that comes to mind, actually, for me is that it looks a lot like the machines. I think there was machines that looked just like that in Silent Bomber.
The dock station's purpose is to recharge the batteries and update the built-in software of the robots. However, I made some changes in its firmware to avoid updates. I am now able to develop independently. I do not need charging right now.
So he's got his manual charge station that he keeps right next to the bed. Alright, let's interface with the computer, see what happens with this guy. Hey there. You can talk to it, touch it, look at it, or put the chip in it.
This is an intercom, a high-powered desktop computer. I do not need to use its full capacity, but the internet is useful to communicate with other robots. Unfortunately, my design does not support wireless internet connection, so I had to use the computer. Perhaps the intercom can read data that is not damaged.
Well, hello there, desktop computer. Alright. I have mail, USCR robotics, firmware update, changes in this edition, optimization of the stabilization system when the battery charges at a low level. An error with the connecting of the USS Finder from private network is corrected. A function that erases the daily logbook file is added. Algorithm of data transmission in 12G network is improved. Signal system for detection of illegal objects is added. Various improvements and optimization of the operating system are added. The vulnerability that allowed bypassing of the firewall protecting the installation of third-party software is corrected. Please switch to the USS portal to receive detailed info and download this update. And there's the update. The updater we have in the corner there, which we've been choosing not to use. Hey, you're there. Yep, there's the corrupted folder. We have 3 messages in here. Let's see if they're all broken. Oh, not this one. Deborah says, fought with my parents again. Michael says, because of us. Guess what? They took my phone and read our texts. It's an outrage. Ouch. Better keep out of their way now. Not funny. My mom slapped me in the face. Is it that bad? Hang on. Someone's coming. Okay. Debbie, you there? Where have you gone? Hey, where the hell are you? You okay? Hello, it's not funny anymore. Deborah, answer me now. Or I'm going to you. Which is a message from 2 days later. As far as... Yeah, that's 2 days later, right? Yeah, we're doing English/military time. That's code. Alright, someone might be able to piece that together. But not me. There's multiple pages. Oh, that's just going back to here. Alright, let's see this one. Nope. Aw, it stops playing when you close out. I was hoping this music would just keep playing, but I don't know if I don't think I want to sit here for 2.5 minutes to listen to that right now. We checked let's see, calls. Nope, nothing. All right, good to know. Can I look at these guys down here?
This object allows me to keep a sitting position without consuming the servo motor's resource. It increases my lifespan.
Wow, an actual lore explanation of why the couch is useful to him. Interesting. Kind of wanted to look at the books to see if they were also references to indie games, because of the 35mm being a video game. It'd be interesting to see if there was a series of references throughout the thing. Have I looked at you yet?
The color temperature of standard light bulbs is lower compared to mercury vapor lamps, which produces a warmer light. I learned that it makes a home feel cozy.
Interesting. Is he expressing taste as a machine?
This room is very strange. I never enter it.
Oh, it's the bathroom, says WC on the door. Okay. That makes sense. He doesn't have much use for that. There's a weird shredded poster over here. And a guitar.
I tried to extract sounds from it, but after 10 minutes, I tore the second string.
Oh, you done goofed. You don't know the power of your weird robo fingers. I'm kind of surprised they call themselves robots, specifically.
The water supply system ceased functioning many years ago.
Also, do you have use for water? I guess maybe if you're crafting something.
I made this plasma cutter from materials that I found in destroyed buildings. A construction robot ordered it. I took this device from a plant that was guarded, and I went unnoticed. There were no security systems, despite 2 police robots. I will return to this later. No, they do not fit in here. They need to be inserted into the radio.
Oh, I thought I was going to take the battery out of it, actually.
I found this saw on Brandon Street.
Okay. Saws aside, though, I'm looking for a battery. Is there one on the counter over here? Wait, where am I missing... Where have I not checked for the battery yet? I thought it was going to be right back here. Oh, but no, there it was. I saw it. It's right there. Oh. I just didn't notice the interaction button.
Here is the second battery. Now I have 2 batteries. I can try to turn the radio receiver on.
I just completely failed to notice the prompt for it. Yeah, they're little white dots. Gotta spot them. Let's give you a shot. It's got a sticker. Aww. He doesn't even think about that, probably. Oh.
No power.
Wow. We're, This almost feels like a direct reference to episode 1 of Walking Dead. Where you even have the first person zoom in, where you pick up a microphone, you pick up a radio like this, then you have to physically flip it over because if you press the button it doesn't work, and then you have to open up the compartment and put the battery in. It's so oddly specific that it almost feels like it has to be a reference because of how weirdly specific it is. How do I close it?
I'm going to turn
There we
it
go.
on.
Yeah, this is like the exact sequence. That's weird. Alright, let's see if we can find any stations or anything. Where do we... Oh, here we go. There's the knob. The line didn't move? Oh, that was the volume. Whoops. Nope. Just getting noise, but not much else. Getting some Oxenfree flashbacks.
And this heroic feat will remain in our hearts forever. Don't let the fallen give their lives in vain. Join the army, protect your homeland, save your freedom, traditions, and...
A small group of people controlled the masses using such words. I do not understand how a simple human speech could have urged people to participate in war. It would be more logical to reach a compromise by means of negotiations.
Yes, logical. Logic always worked with us. That was the solution for everything. We're so good at logic and using it and not doing other things that are illogical instead. So now what? I was just turning on the radio. Do I leave? Oh. Right, that thing just lights up on proximity all the time. Oh, there we go. Here's something.
This is the construction robot who ordered the plasma cutter. I will answer. Hello?
RT, this is TX-27. It was difficult to find your contact information. You were supposed to have finished the plasma cutter 2 days ago. Why have we not received it yet?
I am sorry, but it took more time than I had estimated to find all the required components.
This information is irrelevant. The date of exchange has been fixed. You should have brought me the cutter and receive an enhanced battery in return.
It is not as bad as it sounds. I found the necessary parts, and I am almost finished assembling the cutter. I just need to diagnose and calibrate it.
This is good news. When will you deliver it?
I will finish the work today and travel tomorrow morning.
Good. Thank you. We will be waiting.
I cannot fail in my task. Structure robots do very important work. I need to finish the cutter as quickly as possible.
Time to get busy. I've also potentially made a mistake by promising another deadline after having already failed the previous one. Alright, let's get to work. The interesting thing is he talked about getting resources and basically sneaking them past police robots, which suggests that he's basically scavenging and thieving, which is not what you'd expect in your utopian robot society where everything's perfect, supposedly. Hi. Find pairs for icons to form a square. Okay. This sure is a thing, huh? It's a lot to look at, too. Okay. Wow. By pairs, does it mean they have to fit into each other, or they have to be the same symbol? Like, this is the same as that? If that gets the opposite of that, I mean? No, it's not. The wrong part extends. Can I unclick it? No? Well, this is a rotated version. That didn't work. Okay, never mind. Oh, there's also a time limit just to add to the pressure. Cool, thanks for that. I guess. Is that the pair? Okay, so it is the one that fits into the other one. That's what it is. Cool. What if it rotates? Can it rotate? No, it cannot. It cannot rotate. Sweet. Oh, there we go. Alright, this is only slightly insane. Kind of messed up already, didn't I, with how long it's taken? These two match. There's one. Oh, it keeps refilling over and over again as I succeed. Cool. That gives me more time then. The way that they all shuffle is jarring. Alright. So you can't memorize locations at all while you're finding them. I see you. And the more I do, the easier it should get, right? Because then there's fewer places to check when you're trying to find the next one. You go there. No, you don't. Oh, you go up here. These two? Alright, we're pretty much there then. Got it. Alright, was that the diagnosis? Is that what I need to do? Did I nail it? Oh, good. It's got that rainbow of oil.
The cutter is now complete. Tomorrow morning, I need to go to the city and deliver it. I do not need the battery that they offer in payment, but it would be irrational to refuse. My battery charge is 12%. The most effective action I can take is to get fully charged on the dock station before the morning.
I'll be honest, until that camera cut away to do that task, I didn't even realize that I didn't process the fact that this table was in the middle of the room and not flush with the wall. I should have realized that because there's clearly a chair there. But the perspective was just right that I wasn't picking up on it. Alright, so not the bed, go to the charging station. Let's get in here before we go bad.
The dock station is not powered at the moment. I need to transfer power to it at the electric switchboard.
Okay, that'll be easy enough. It'd be stressful thinking about the idea of running out of energy and having to recharge every single day. Yeah, sure, humans sleep and everything, but what happens if a machine runs out of power? Like, they would just... That's it. Like, they would just sit there until someone else takes care of them. Whereas a human, if they get tired in the wrong location and pass out, they would just wake up later. It's not quite the same thing. Are you also a puzzle? This might also be a puzzle. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this one has too much power. So I'm trying to power both at once. Okay. Okay. So trying to even the two. Almost. Not quite. Alright. This is slightly odd. Nope, still not. What if I switch the 230s? There we go. Get rid of XX power at both sources.
Now
Oh, yeah.
the dock station is ready to use.
Just noticed there was a tutorial message about the thing that I'd already finished. Oh, look, then now that's turned off. So a whole bunch of different things around the building were all hooked up to those different systems. Kind of want to wander back here just to see. So, like, we turned off the... Let's see if anything looks different back here. I turned off the TV by doing what I just did. This room looks mostly the same. But yeah, since I rewired the power, now this docking station works, but the TV is powered down completely.
What happened?
The sky is falling. Oh, the robo-manity. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna wander over here instead. Towards the screen. Show the screen who's boss. No, that's not an option. So we've had an aircraft crash directly outside. Really tearing up the entire landscape, really.
For a long time, I tried to understand the purpose of this metal construction, but I failed to determine its practical use. Therefore, I conclude that this is an art object.
So that's going to be his conclusion whenever he encounters anything that humans would use for play, is that he thinks it's actually just a form of art, because he doesn't have a concept for play. Wonder if he'll learn. The intro text suggested that these machines are becoming more human-like as they progress. Oh yeah, I could use the welder, conveniently.
I need to get inside, but I cannot open the gate here.
Wow, and I just finished playing Alien Isolation a moment ago. This thing must be really effective if this is really gonna work. There she blows.